Hey Aquarius, what's up? Welcome to your reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on in your connection from the 11th to the 17th of April 2022. It is a general reading, guys. May or may not resonate. If it doesn't, check out your placements. And if you need a personal reading, you can email me on tarotwithnemo@gmail.com. All right. Aquarius. Let's see who's coming towards you in love. What is the future of your connection with the person you have in mind? Okay. Energy. 3 cards for the past, 3 cards for the present, and 3 cards for the future. All right. All right, let's see what happened in the past. I do see that in the past there was indecision. Okay, there was a lot of indecision out here. Someone that wanted a rebirth in a connection that was over and done with, or someone who wanted a second chance with you, was holding back. Okay, this person out here, I feel, is someone who has a lot of self-doubt. Okay, so there was a lack of decision making in the past, but if this person would have chosen to come towards you, you guys would have reconciled in the past itself. But I'm getting someone out here who's been going through a lot of confusion. There was a lot of back and forth in their decision making. For the others of you, this could be someone out here who you just were not being on the same page with them. But I'm getting more of someone out here who was indecisive. There was a lot of inner confusion. It's like one moment they want to reconcile, then someone says something to them, and then they change their decision. So someone out here who keeps changing their own decisions is also what I'm getting. Self-doubt, indecisiveness, and there was a lack of awakening. They didn't trust their intuition. Their intuition was telling them to do a certain thing, but they didn't do it. Which is why there are chances that you kind of chose to move away or move forward from this person, or at least you were choosing to. Let's see. Because you wanted discipline, you wanted structure. Even if no matter how slow moving it was, you still wanted some kind of stability from this person, which you weren't getting. Because this person itself had no idea about what they wanted with this connection. Yeah. So clearly you were dealing with someone who was very, very emotionally unavailable. Now I'm getting someone out here who was probably very clingy, very needy, someone who was there in your life because they wanted those emotions. The love was there. I wouldn't deny someone who didn't love you. The love was there, but it was very convenient, because this person out here was someone who had a very hard time opening up emotionally. All right. So even if they loved you very, very much, a part of them would confess it, a part of them would completely pull away. So this person had a tendency, to keep portraying themselves as wanting to be aloof. And that was giving you a lot of mixed signals, which is why you probably chose to think very logically, very clearly, like if there is no emotional availability from this person's side, and if they're so shut down, repressing their emotions only because they're fearing getting hurt or fear being vulnerable. So then why would I want to wait for someone like that? So for a lot of you chose to move forward from this person. Okay, it was a very logical, cold but logical decision from your side. You didn't want to do it, but you just had to stay emotionally stable, and it was more like a wise and diplomatic decision that you made to keep moving forward. In the current situation we have, okay, now for a lot of you, I feel that your person out here does have the clarity. They have the clarity. All this while they were very confused. There was a lot of fear, there was a lot of doubt, there was a lot of insecurity, there was a lot of, I don't know what's really going on. So I feel you're dealing with someone out here who was very critical in the past, as in they would question their own motives, or sometimes they would question you. Huge trust issues. And the trust issues could be because they had an issue with you, or because they were projecting their past fears and insecurities into their current situation, and they would do it in the future. However, they now see things very clearly. Let's see. This could also be you. Let's see. Yeah, for a lot of you, this person out here knows that there's been a disconnection out here. Okay, and this person out here is literally contemplating the fact of wanting to walk away from you completely or coming back towards you. They know that they've been non-committal. They know that they haven't been right. They have been rebelling against tradition unnecessarily. All right, they've been a rebel out here. But right now, this person out here wants to come back towards you, but they could be in two minds. For some of you, this person already has someone else in the picture, and they're like going back and forth about which one is the right person to be with. For the others of you, this person is a little indecisive. Well, at least they're better than what they were before. That's for sure. So in the past, they were indecisive. Right now, they're like, well, they know that they have two choices and they know that they need to make it. But still, they're moving ahead in the current situation, not making a decision. Again, a little indecision, but better than before, okay? So in the past, I feel like they already knew what they had to do, but they didn't do it because of self-doubt. Now they know what they need to do, but they just don't want to jump in. Okay, they want to bring a lot of balance and stability into the connection, but they haven't been able to get to that hardcore decision as yet about how to move forward with you. There has been a breakage. There has been a breakup out here in a very divine connection is also what I'm getting out here. Okay. Someone out here who probably is non-committal, and this could be you too, who probably has a hard time moving on from someone who is not committal, who probably was into it for all the wrong reasons. But you have that clarity right now. Okay, I think this is you. Yeah, this person out here, a part of this person, wants to reconcile with you. But for you, I feel for a lot of you right now, this is a past that you don't want back. You really don't want this person back. And that's what the clarity you have. That is the clarity you have. Your person wants to come towards you, want to make you an offer. All right. The problem here is that this person out here is a very negative thinker. So what's happening out here is that even though they have opportunities over opportunities to come communicate with you, to open the lines of communication, to come and talk to you, or probably even talk to their friends about you and let them know what they're going through, they choose to keep their innermost feelings to themselves. Okay, they're kind of immature. They're holding a grudge against you. Okay, and they just choose not to get into collaboration. Again, communication is a problem. Still, they're very aloof. Okay, so they just choose to learn their lessons the hard way. They keep repeating the same negative patterns. They keep repeating it, something that is not good for them at all. So what happens is this person out here, even though they're very smart, I don't think this person is dumb. This is a very smart person out here. Okay, they know what they want, but the problem here is that they keep, they don't, it's like they come out of it, they have an opportunity, but then they get right back into the same situation. Okay, they need to get out of their shell instead of pulling back over and over again. Okay, so what they're doing is they're not trusting their inner guidance. They're probably getting bad advice, but they're just wanting to go it alone right now. Okay, like I know what is best, right? So right now I don't see this person being able to come towards you with an offer because they're still in two minds. All right, let's clarify what this is. Yeah, see, still staying the safer option, still not being emotionally vulnerable is what I'm getting. For some of you, I feel this person out here feels that you have the clarity and you may just completely cut them off, okay, if they come towards you. For the others of you, I feel this person is heavily codependent, very clingy energy out here, very clingy, So it's like they want you so bad, but there's so much of, they're being overly sensitive right now. A lot of you, okay, this person's very insecure. They're ignoring their intuition. And, you're dealing with someone out here who has a tendency or has a habit of questioning the relationship just in general. They know what the answer is. They know you're trustworthy. They know that this is the one for them, all right? But they just have a habit of questioning things, just hoping that something different will come up, a different answer will come up, and they'll be like, yeah, see, I knew it, it's not going to work out. Or yeah, see, I knew that Aquarius is going to do this to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem out here. So what they're doing is that they're sticking to the safer bet right now and trying to just use their logic over their emotions, okay? They're just trying to put on that cover. They're trying to put up a charade where I don't really care about you, Aquarius. I don't really love you. I'm okay on my own, But that's not what the truth is. In the future, we have, ooh, damn. They're coming in. Wow. Aquarius. They're coming in, guys. Wow. I love it. It's, I'm just getting it's too late. It's just too late. They're rushing in. For some of you, this could be someone coming in from long distance. For some of you, this person's like traveling towards you, wanting to travel towards you. But there is communication coming in as going to be like sap. Out of nowhere, this communication's coming in. This is the last person on earth that you expect communication from. Let's see, one more. Okay. The communication is coming in for sure, 100%. Take it. Now, for a lot of you, I do feel that you are not going to put in the work. You don't want to fix the situation with this person. Why? Because the clarity is coming in. This person is coming in with an apology. If there is no communication, which I'm already getting, then this person wants to come in and smoothen out the communication. They want to break the ice. They see you as marriage material. But guys, the truth is that they see you as marriage material and wanting to marry you are two different things. I don't see them coming in towards you with a marriage proposal as yet. Okay? Even if they do, because I see them as the Page of Cups. I see them as a very immature, emotional energy, wanting to make a very small gesture like, hey, I'm sorry, what's up? I miss you. And here you are with the Queen of Pentacles, like, what was that? Like, who are you? Do I know you? Because that approach comes off as so immature. They're still thinking emotionally, right? If they would have put in a little bit of more logic, what they were doing all this while, then the communication would have come off a little more straightforward. No bullshit, no nonsense approach. But again, the communication still coming in for you guys. The good news is that the communication is coming in. The bad news is that you're probably just going to be like, in denial of the truth. You know why? Because I feel that for some of you, even though the truth comes in, the breakthrough comes in, for a lot of you, you're like, no, I still don't have clarity. What do you mean by sorry? That's not the answer to my questions. That's not why I was waiting all this while. And for the others of you, you just feel this person does not come in with clear communication. All right. Which is why you're just like, it's hopeless. It was just a waste of time waiting for this person. For some of you, it's just like, it's an over and done, open and shut case. Now, I'm getting out here that when this person comes in the future, it is going to create a lot of stress, anxiety, nervousness when they come in. And there are chances you will just not even open communication lines with them, or you will just be like, I'm not wanting to pick a new direction with you. Because again, you're doing the same thing that they're doing, honestly. You're again not listening to your intuition. You're not listening to your guidance. Probably your guidance when this person comes in is going to tell you to give them a chance or try and talk to them one more time. But because you're just like, no, you're just shutting off, you're just being absolutely pessimistic is why I feel you won't want to put in the work, because you just feel you're the one who's going to put in the work. It's going to be the same cycle and you just get nothing out of it. But that's what I have for you, all right? So communication coming in, keep an open mind, all right? And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.